nobody picks it up in college, it has to get up and go. So nature's equipped that to do that. But it hasn't a human being. If you let that baby lay in a crib and do nothing, it dies very quickly. So they're the most helpless of all animals. So you feel the same reason I bring up the dog, is they're totally dependent, really. Now you have to, with a baby, you have to, from the early start, you have to use a little discipline, you know, because you don't want them to just stay utterly dependent upon you. Now a lot of people try and overprotect their children by covering up things, sharp edges of furniture and all that. Well, we didn't do that pretty much. Take some things, like cherished off the coffee table or something. But they gotta learn that if they make a mistake, they may not repeat it, you know. So that was one of it. But I used to tell people that you really feel that you're in this something together when you got children coming along. But you know, they grow, and that's the interesting part, watching them grow and mature and have experiences. And you know, you take them places. I hauled your mother and Vanessa and Cameron around for a long time in that little Volkswagen van. And they didn't appreciate it, and I think they do now what they missed, you know. Cameron was too young to even remember a lot of it. And Vanessa would lay in the back end of it, and she was so far into her books. You could see the Eiffel Tower coming up or something, and say, look at the Eiffel Tower, and she'd rise up in the back and say, oh yeah, and go right back to her books. You felt like going back and whapping her all over the place. But that's the way they went to it. But they remember probably the campgrounds as much as I do what they were supposed to be saying. So, but still, you do it. I missed graduations a lot, you know, especially their colleges, things. I got to Cameron's, but and sometimes you don't have disappointment. If they are disappointed, you're disappointed, okay, and something how things didn't turn out. I may have given them more freedom than most people would. I didn't even realize it, but I let Cameron go with some kids to Italy from Germany. And it's out just recently, she reminded she was only 15 when I did that. And I gave some freedom to your, and they got in trouble along the way. We're not going to discuss that here. And one thing I really got mad at Cameron about is that I knew she was a pretty good little soccer player. She's short, but she was quick. And I thought she was going to make their varsity team in Heidelberg. And it's a pretty big school, independent, military independent school. And she just said, I said, why aren't you playing soccer? Well, I don't care about it too much anymore. And she didn't tell me until years later that she was selected for the varsity team, but her friend didn't make it, so she didn't go. Man, I just about booted her in the butt when I heard that several years later, because she could have done well in it. So you feel a responsibility. Like I said the other day when I went back to college to get an MBA, my grades were a lot better than they were in the undergrad, because I didn't run the streets at night so much. So it's hard to describe, you know. You just, the good thing about people is that they leave the house after a while. These dogs never do. But I did tell all of them that once you, like you and Simon, when you went away to college, you were gone as family members, in a sense. You are visitors now. You go back to visit, but you're gone. So technically, that's it. Well, that's hard. That's hard on parents to see you leave because they don't want to accept that. But they know it's going to happen. So it's easier. You guys had a little trepidation by going to college, I'm sure, at university. Well, they have a little trepidation by seeing you go too because they're not there to coddle you and protect you anymore.